The 2022 Rapid React teaser has dropped, and First is calling this episode 1 with a second one dropping on October 27th. I'm Tyler, and let's break down what this teaser could mean and provide some wild speculations on FRC Updates Now.
Giving you a voice.
Making it loud our own way.
Welcome to the fun.
We'd like to thank Stryker for their continued support of First Updates Now. Stryker's internship portal is now open and available. Discover internships and rotational programs located around the world, including their headquarters in Michigan, when you go to careers.stryker.com and click on Students and Graduates. We'd also like to thank Kettering University. Kettering University is where robotics students come for their education. Over 30% of those who attend Kettering University were in high school robotics, and you can keep going with their BattleBots, VexU, esports, and First mentorship programs. If you are a U.S. student grades 8 through 12, scan the QR code to stay up to date on info and events happening at Kettering and get a free Kettering t-shirt when you sign up by December 12th, 2021. First has continued this message of full steam ahead for events in 2022, saying it's time to get back on the field. Now, there's a few shots here, game pieces and elements that are claimed to either be used in prototype pieces dating back to the first year in 1991 or actual game elements all the way going up to this year in Rapid React in 2022. So let's break down some of these pieces we know first, and then some that should be familiar to you, and then we'll talk about game pieces that we really haven't seen before, or maybe we're just prototypes, and maybe talk about some of the things they left out as well. So there's a few main shots here we're going to go back to and kind of take a look at which pieces we can see on here. So starting out with shot number 1, I think there's some obvious ones we can talk about. We have the yellow gopher balls here from Steamworks, Frisbees from Ultimate Ascent, first inner tubes from Rack and Roll, a basketball from Rebound Rumble, which I think will be shown in a little bit more if you played a little bit further. There you go, right there. Basketball right there. Power cubes from Power Up Totes, of course, are pretty prominent in this area here. And then recycling containers and litter noodles. So the recycling containers, litter noodles, coming from Recycle Rusher, also known as Game That Shall Not Be Mentioned. So as we move on then into shot 2, new ones come into play. There's some interesting things here. You might have missed a little bit. We got the green gopher ball here. Looking, I believe that could be, I thought it was a Nerf ball, but it could be from 2006 or a different year. With Aim High. Actually, I think Aim High was with a Nerf ball. So let me know which game that was from, because I can't quite remember on there. Another one that we see when it goes by in a second is going to be the cargo ball here from Destination Deep Space. And then one other one that I believe this is the floppy disk from 1999's game Double Trouble. So for some of you who go back that far, it's actually a little bit before my time even. So I did a little bit of research on that. Some of the people that were in high school, when I was in high school, that was kind of their freshman year game as well. Shot number 3, let's take a look here. Bunch of stuff zooming by here quickly. A few things, including the boulder from 2016 for Stronghold, a moon rock from Lunacy, kind of sneaking down here, or whatever, one of the game pieces from Lunacy on there. Large balls that we see, coming from like Overdrive, Aerial Assist, potentially some other games as well too. And then in here, I'm not quite sure, we'll talk about this, if this is a blue ball or something else. That could be something from like Hexagon Havoc. And then we also do see what looks to be, I think, a power cell here from Infinite Recharge as well. Shot 4, nothing really different as it comes through here, just Recycle Rush and probably from 2008. As well. And then shot 5, they kind of close it quickly, but we got the Tetros coming in from Triple Play as well too. Now let's rewind back and talk about maybe some of the game pieces that I didn't recognize in my tenure in First, and I could be wrong. So let me know in the comments, by the way, if there's something I'm missing here as well. But going back pretty far in First history, it's interesting to see if these were prototypes or if they're used for something else. So in shot 1 here, there are different colors of totes, which have been used for things like shipping, that sort of thing. And that might be all it is. It's just like we're just holding stuff for different things. But it is different, and it could be a potential game piece for that. It could be a concept, or it could have been a concept maybe for Recycle Rush. We fast forward on the shot 3. Let's kind of let it go through here. So shot 2 right here. Shot 3 is really where there's a lot of things that I want to talk about on this. I think the most obvious one is the beach ball. Showing that out on there. Very interesting to see on there. And then moving on, when we kind of look at this laundry basket here, this is a couple things I'm not familiar with. for FRC. And I could be wrong in this one. I tried to look this up, but this white like gopher type ball, not familiar with that for FRC. And like I said, let me know in the comments. I could be wrong on something like that. That's an interesting one. Right next to it, I'm just going to go just a second over this like little green piece ball. It could be from a pool noodle or something, possibly. You kind of see more of this green neonish here as well. Let's go back just a second. This next one. So like this could be a pool noodle. It looks pretty long. I'm not quite sure, but on the side here, I'm really interested to see what this is. And then lastly, I didn't notice this until a little bit later on. And it's kind of interesting. This blue here, to me, this could be a couple things. This could just be like a deflated ball, but it's kind of got like a little bit of a puck shape almost to it, kind of like an interesting oval thing. Oh, I also did miss from before. I might have missed this Lunacy Rock. Nope, I did cover that. But yeah, right here, is that a football? It could be. Like I say, very possible it could be the deflated ball because you kind of see this like gap here where it could just be all right here, but this could be some sort of like puck, football, that sort of thing like that. So I'm very interested to see what that is. So let me know, if there's something else that you saw as well too, let me know in there. One other thing I want to talk about if we fast forward or actually go back a little bit to the first ones, or maybe some game pieces that aren't in here that we saw in First History Pass. Now I'm going to really try to leave out like the things that were like mold specific, like the gears for Steamworks. I don't think those are going to be making a comeback unless they pull like what they're doing for FTC, that sort of thing. But there's a couple here that seem kind of obvious to me that I don't see in here. And first off, that's soccer balls. It's been quite a while, actually over a decade since we've seen soccer balls. And the other one would be non-circular shaped inner tubes. We have like the round ones here, right? But if you think back to like 2011, like Locomotion, where we had the whole first logo, so square inner tubes and triangular inner tubes, that sort of thing. It's been a while since we've had that as well. Last thing, potentially, I think this is stretching quite a bit, but mini bots as well too. 2011 mini bots were pretty much a requirement, but we also had mini bots essentially back in 2002, and you could kind of consider 2015 to have something like where you had a ramp or some sort of attachment on your robot, or think about like 148 from back that year where they had the Batman and Robin going on, that sort of thing as well. So let me know, of course, what you see. I can't wait to see the next trailer coming up, and we'll wildly guess with you on what the teaser could be. In the meantime, if you don't mind, help out the channel. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this video. It really does help. And if you want more fun content, don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell, and that helps you stay up to date on all of our videos coming up. We can't wait to have more of what's coming out as First Updates Now is coming back, as well as first into the 2022 FRC season. We're already rocking with FTC as well too. So we'll see you next time on FRC Updates Now. Talk to you then. Thanks to Kettering University for their support of this video. Don't just sit in class. Kettering University is the only school in the U.S. that allows you to work as an engineer your first year with their 3-month on, 3-month off co-op programs. If you are a U.S. student grades 8 through 12, scan the QR code to stay up to date on info and events happening at Kettering and get a free Kettering t-shirt when you sign up by December 12th, 2021. We'd like to thank Stryker for their continued support of First Updates Now. Stryker's internship portal is now open and available. Discover internships and rotational programs located around the world, including their headquarters in Michigan, when you go to careers.stryker.com and click on Students and Graduates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow and check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.